Hey sippers, I have been so absent, but your girl had to work on a couple of things. You know, life is filled with so much hurdles and obstacles, and we have to handle them before we get into the gossip. But I'm back with the gossip because something really broke my heart when it comes to the Megan the Stallion and the Tory Lane situation. Now, she made a post basically telling people to leave her alone, stop dragging her on the internet. You know, we know the peer pressure. We know the public slandering. It's not a good feeling. And it was reported that Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times, allegedly, and that he is stable. Yes, he is stable, but he was stabbed 14 times. Megan even proceeded to call Tory Lanez a demon. And I get why she called him that. Now, just imagine. Megan is shot in her feet and Tory Lanez was found guilty, and she knows her story. She was there. And listen up, though so many people would be on this free Tory Lanez campaign, it shows that the Black community is in trouble, and it is the way that it is because of people like the free Tory Laners. You know, we all should never advocate for violence. I don't understand. How is Tory Lanez the victim? Why people would say free Tory Lanez or free a criminal that did something that was violent? Like, he could have unalived Megan Thee Stallion. Separate from music, I know I'm not a fan of her music, but that's not important. What's important is that she's a human being. And her life is as precious as everyone's life. And it doesn't matter if she doesn't have parents alive. Her life counts. She's very important. And I cannot believe you have people out here talking about free Tory Lanez. Free who? This man shot her. And the court found him guilty. Like, Megan has no status to bribe jurors or the judge. They sought the case. They did their necessary investigation and they found him guilty. And I watched that documentary and she pointed out several things that are there. The man trolled after he shot her. He then trolled her being shot in music videos, in his songs. Mind you, she never reported the situation. It's after not getting closure for it, realizing that if she were to let him go, she will be disrespecting herself, allowing someone to shot her, someone to abuse her. Why would she allow someone to do something like that, to get away with it, to troll her, to belittle her? That doesn't make any sense. The judge did their job. The jurors did their job. The whole judiciary system did their job in making sure that this man is put away. And he served his time. He's serving his time. That 10 years, to be honest, was so small to me. I think he deserved more than that because you shot someone and then you're trolling them about it. No remorse. You're evil. And she's right. Calling him a demon, I think that is such an evil behavior. It's the woman for me. It's the women. Talking about free Tory Lanez. Like, be for real. You're allowing the men out here to trample on us. Talking about free Tory Lanez. Be for real. He's not a good guy, people. He is not a good guy. Goes back to the whole Diddy and Cassie situation. I cried for the state of how troubled we are as Black people. I cried because instead of investigating, assessing the situation for what it is, the psychological means that incorporates the whole case, people are now saying Cassie is disgusting. You know, she's the whole perpetrator. She's in the wrongs. You know, she's basically ripping Diddy off, trying to take money from the man. She got that $20 million. She was extorted him. Be for real. That girl was trapped in a situation with someone who she loved. And because she loved the person, her mind was not stronger than her heart. She wanted to leave, but because she loved this person so much, she thought doing everything that she could would somehow think she would get the result that she always wanted. She was very young, and she got contained in a situation that, you know, later then she realized it was not for her. She tried to leave and she got beat up. He blackmailed her with a sex tape, you know, allegedly implying that her mom had to pay her way out of it. Cassie is the victim. And I'm starting to realize, men out here, I don't know if they hate us. I don't know if they feel somewhat, you know, unappreciated in society that, oh, woman gets away with everything. But I am so hurt. I am so hurt. To all the young ladies out there, please keep y'all legs closed. You know, keep y'all vajayjay to yourself. Because if it's one thing I can share, you need to respect yourself instead of growing with a man who has no value or respect for you. Pay attention to the men who would defend Diddy. Pay attention to the men who would defend Tory, because obviously those aren't men. In my honest opinion, those aren't men, okay? They have something against us. They have this vendetta against women. I don't know if it's misogynistic men who feels like, you know, they should be powerful over women. And, you know, women these days, we have rights. We have rights, and that's what bothers them. But it's so sickening that males these days, they ought to think Cassie's in the wrong, Megan Thee Stallion is in the wrong, and the men like Diddy and Tory Lanez, they are the victims. Ladies, we're in trouble. We are literally in trouble. Because I think these men, they ought to try and remove certain rights. And whenever I see a woman get married, I'm like, okay, this is so cute, but honey, I'm worried for you. Because people don't think marriage is a commitment these days. They think, oh, it's just aesthetic. You know, marriage these days is just aesthetic. No, boo. You're literally making a huge, impactful decision that is going to impact you on the later run. Be careful. Be educated. Have your money. Keep your legs closed when it's necessary, honey, and walk away from a situation that doesn't deserve you. And that's all I have to say. But it truly breaks my heart with the Cassie case. It truly breaks my heart about the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation. The fact that she has to continuously defend herself. And it's the black community. Why aren't we protecting Megan? This is crazy, but let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. Leave a like for this video. Share if you care. See us on our next video. And thank you so much for sipping with us.